What's up, Bear Nation? It's Chris Pinson here inside your Ozarks Digital Studios. And we have got to talk about what to do with Ryan Beard. Ryan Beard's a football coach right now that is hot in the coaching game for teams that are looking for a winner, a proven winner, a guy that says, hey, I came to a school that wasn't really ever known for football. Nobody ever cared about it. And now I've turned him into a winner. Ryan Beard has been here for 5 years. He was the DC under his father-in-law, Bobby Petrino. He's the brother-in-law of the OC, Nick Petrino. He's the brother-in-law of the DC, LD Scott. And in the 3 years now that he's been the head coach of this program, the Bears are kicking butt. The Bears are making noise in the national spotlight. They've won 7 or more games back-to-back seasons. They've had a winning streak of 5 or more games back-to-back season. What more could you ask for from your coach in Ryan Beard? I mean, seriously, this program has never been known for football for consistent, sustained success, right? Sure, there's been blips on the radar here and there. There's been a winning season here or two, but never this much excitement, never this much community support. The fact that people are talking and are excited to talk about Missouri State football like they used to be excited to talk about the men's and women's basketball program tells you exactly all the positive momentum that Ryan Beard has gathered for this football team and this university. Case in point, let's look at Conzo Martin. Conzo Martin is the current men's basketball coach here at Missouri State. Conzo Martin accepted an offer to come back here for a second stint as the Bears coach last year because Missouri State said, you know what? There's really nobody else that we can think of that could bring this basketball program on the men's side back to where it used to be. So they pulled from the bit of nostalgia and said, hey, here's a guy that over a decade ago brought this team to prominence, regained a reputation for winning and success and striking fear in the conference. And they're paying him $600,000 a year for 5 years to do it. That's $3.2 million total if you're doing math at home. Ryan Beard right now is in the second year of a 5-year deal, and he's getting paid $450,000. Now, granted, that's a significant raise from last year when he was only getting paid $315,000. But think about this. Between now and 2028, when the contract was set to run out, he makes $450,000 this year, but by 2028 would only see an increase of totality to $540,000. Only a $90,000 raise for that guy in a 4-year time span ain't going to cut it. Not when he's proving that year in and year out, this team wins. This team competes. This team backs up what he says it can do every week in the postgame and the weekly pregame pressers. This guy is worth 7 figures. That is what it's going to take to keep him here. Here's an anecdote about why Ryan Beard is so valuable to Springfield and why he doesn't want to leave, why he likes living where he lives. It's because earlier this year, in early spring, late winter, I went to a function and saw Ryan Beard. I talked to him, and we were talking about family, and he's family first. Okay, he's always family first. That's why after every win, when you talk to him, when he reposts stuff on social media about the Bears winning, it's always we, us, the team. It's never me. It's never I. It's about what we did to prepare for this battle, what we did during the battle to win the battle, and how we are going to celebrate this win, and how we are going to prepare to do it all over again. So I say that because earlier this year at an event, we talked about family. And he said, doesn't matter if I'm a head football coach or I'm some third shift night guy. I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing is to better the lives of my children. It's to make sure that those coming after me will be better because I can make sure it's in my control that they have better. That's why he's an incredible leader of men. That's why he loves coaching these players. That's why he loves being a part of this growing, incredible movement in Springfield, Missouri. I know that for a fact. But here's also what it's going to take additionally, besides a 7-figure check per year to keep Beard around Missouri State. It's going to take a lot more zeros to keep everybody he's got right now in place. To keep his coaching staff intact, to keep them from taking up other offers from other programs across the country, it's going to take some more money. So it's going to take 7 figures to keep Beard on an annual basis. And as a coaching staff, it's going to take upwards of $5 to $10 million. I don't know that personally. I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but I guarantee you, if you're paying Beard $1 million, his brothers-in-law, LD Scott, the DC, Nick Petrino, the OC, the job they've been doing, it's going to take some money to pay them as well. And everybody else on that staff. Because Beard understands the old adage, bring the ones that brought you, right? The ones that help get you here, the ones that help add you to a next level of eliteness. It's not just you running the show, right? A football team has so many moving parts, and all those parts play a critical, mission-critical role in getting the success that you see, that you envision. And all Ryan Beard and his staff are asking for is commitment and buy-in. Bears brass has to pull the trigger. They have to make this money appear. They have to show Beard that they are serious about committing to him. Because it would be too easy for somebody else to come in and say, hey, coach, we'll pay you X amount to uproot your family, X amount to buy a home here, X amount to run this program. With, oh, by the way, already established amenities. Remember, football right now is the redheaded stepchild of facilities here at Missouri State. They don't have this great, all-inclusive, incredible, one-stop shop indoor facility that other programs around the country have, that they brag about. Guess who does? Other high schools in Missouri, here in Southwest Missouri, Nixa, Ozark, Republic, Stratford. There are high school football teams in this very area on the outskirts of Springfield, Missouri, that have incredible facilities for their high school program. You don't think Beard looks at that and goes, man, it'd be great if we had one of those. And that's exactly what is being done. The record donations are pouring in for football, for this program. If you listen to my last podcast, you heard that Patrick Ransdale wants this school to be an everything school. But every elite program in the country that has top-tier athletics, football is always the driver for the money, for the notoriety. Always is. Sure, it's great to be known for soccer or for volleyball. But there's a reason why the University of Florida, where I got to cover, where I came from, Gainesville, is so sought after. It's the reason why so many programs around the country are like, man, if we could be like them. It's because Florida isn't everything school. Florida's always making the tournament for volleyball, for basketball, softball, baseball. They've got incredible programs across the board, and they win at everything. Sure, football's being down, but football's got 3 national titles. So what I'm saying is that football is becoming a major part of Missouri State. The notoriety it's gotten, the success it's having, the community support, the excitement that's around campus this time of year is far and away better than it's ever been. And it's because Ryan Beard and his staff are doing everything they can to make that happen. So now the top brass of Missouri State has to do their part, and they have to buy into Beard. It's going to take a big, big check to keep Ryan Beard here. It's going to take 7 figures at least on an annual basis. But I promise you, Ryan Beard is worth it. Ryan Beard knows it, and Ryan Beard doesn't want to leave. But the buy-in has to come from the top brass. So Missouri State, make sure you go through your couch cushions. Talk to your board of governors. Talk to your donors. Because if you want to keep this continuing, if you want to keep going at this rate, this is the price of success. Pay the man, Shirley. Pay Ryan Beard and keep letting the good times roll in Springfield and keep letting the Bears build and become football greats like they are destined and working towards.